Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel. So today I am going to start the exercise 1.1 of chapter 1 real numbers. So in the previous video lecture I discussed about the properties of real numbers. The properties of the real numbers are, you can say, multiplicative property or additive property or commutative property or associative property with respect to multiplication, with respect to additions. So these were the properties of real numbers. So now we will be using these properties in this exercise. Okay, the part 1 of exercise 1.1 is name the properties of the real numbers. The first question is a plus under root square 2 is equal to 2 under root square 2 plus a. So there are two real numbers, you can say one side, and two real numbers other side. So this means it is a commutative property. It is a commutative property. The arrangements of the number do not affect the answer. You can say the arrangements of the numbers do not affect the answer. So the solution is this commutative property with respect to addition, because addition is being used here. Okay, if we use multiplication in place of addition, so it will be called commutative property with respect to multiplication. So here is example. Okay, number 2 is 4 multiply under root square 11 is equal to under root square 11 multiply 4. Okay, this is so the solution is commutative property with respect to multiplication. Means multiplying the both numbers, their arrangements are not affecting the answer. Okay, so the next is the third one is a plus 2 plus under root square 2 is equal to a plus 2 plus under root square 2. So there are three real number being used. By seeing three real numbers, so we will get idea that this is associative property. Solution, it is associative property with respect to addition. Okay, if I put multiplication in place of addition, so it will be called associative property with respect to multiplication. So the next question, fourth question is, if a is a real number, then its inverse is minus a. So by cancelling both, we will get 0. So this means it is additive inverse by cancelling. So if a is the real numbers, so its inverse will be minus a. If 3 is the real number, so its inverse will be minus 3. Okay, so by cancelling both numbers, we will get the additive inverse, that is 0. So the solution will be additive solution will be additive. So the fifth question is square root 2 over 3 multiply 1 is equal to square root 2 over 3. So as I told you, there is such a number and real number, that is 1. If you multiply 1 by any number, it does not make any difference to the other number. For example, square root 2 over 3 multiply 1 is equal to square root 2 over 3. See, if you have square root 2 over 3 is multiplied by 1, so the result is same. It is not affecting the other number. So it will be called, in solution it will be called, so this one will be called multiplicative identity. Okay, come to the next question, last one. Okay, 6.2. If 6.2 is the number, so its inverse will be 1 over 6.2. For example, if 2 is the number, so its inverse will be 1.2. So each real number is an inverse except 0. So 6.2 is a number, its inverse is 1.1 over 6.2 is equal to 1. So 1 is my additive multiplicative identity. Okay, by cancelling both numbers, 6.2 multiply 1 over 6.2, by cancelling both numbers, so my result will be 1, means this will be my multiplicative inverse. So the solution is multiplicative inverse. See, if this was the number 6.2, so its inverse will be 1 over 6.2 is equal to 1. So by cancelling these both numbers 6.2 with 6.2, so we will get the multiplicative inverse is 1. Next part, question number 2. Okay, which properties of the real number is used in the following equation? We are supposed to see the equations and find out which properties are being used in the following equations. So first of all, let me tell you, there are 3 properties being used in these equations. Okay, first one is additive property. So additive property, here the addition is used, additive property, so addition will be used, plus sign will be used. And multiplicative property, multiply will be used, so expressions will be multiplied. So in cancellation, we will cancel the equation. In cancellation property, we will cancel the number or equation. This is cancel. Okay, it is the sign of multiplying, that is addition, and it is cancellation. Okay, let's start the first question. So minus 6 lesser than 5 is equal to 0 lesser than 11. So minus 6 lesser than 5, we are supposed to make minus 6 0 and 5 11. So how we will make it? So for making minus 6 0, we will bring its inverse. So what is the inverse of minus 6? The inverse of minus 6 is plus 6. Inverse of minus 6 is plus 6. Okay, plus 6 greater than 5. So if I put plus 6 and this side, so I will be putting the same one in the other side, plus 6. Okay, minus 6 plus 6 lesser than 5 plus 6 is equal to 0 lesser than 11. So here if we cancel both, so it will be equal to 0. 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. So I will not change the sign, because I will not change the sign of inequality, because the number is in positive. It number is for addition. Okay, additive. So the property will be additive property. Additive property of real number. So likewise, the next question is 7 greater than 3 is equal to 1 over 3 or greater than 1 over 7. So we are supposed to make this one equal to this. Okay. So for that we need a constant number, so that we make this number equal to this one. Okay, 7 multiply 3 will be 21. So opposite of 21 is 1 over 21. So for that we will multiply both sides with 1 over 21. 7 multiply 1 over 21 greater than 3 multiply 1 over 21. See here, if we cancel the numbers, 7 one time, 21 3 time, 21 one time, same. Okay, 3 one time, 21 7 time. So it will be equal to 1 over 3 greater than 1 over 7. So it is proved here. So it will be the multiplicative property. Okay, multiplicative property. So come to the next question, third one. 8 lesser than 10 is equal to minus 24 greater than minus 30. Okay, we are supposed to find a constant number by multiplying it with 8. The answer should be 24, and by multiplying it with 30, the answer should be 30. So we will find a number 8. Okay, 8 multiply, so the constant number I will be bringing from my side is minus 3. Minus 3 lesser than, okay, 10 multiply minus 3. Okay, 8 multiply minus 3 will be minus 24. Greater than, I'm changing the sign of inequality because I have brought a negative number here. So here I did not change the sign of inequality because there was a positive number. Okay, here I am changing the sign of inequality because negative number is there, minus 3. Okay, 10 multiply minus 3 will be minus 30. So here it is also a multiplicative property. Okay, here number 4 is, okay, x plus z is equal to y plus z. So is equal to x is equal to y. So I need to bring the result, prove the steps and bring the result x is equal to y. So how will I do it? By cancelling the values, cancelling the number. For example, x plus z. So I will bring extra number. I will bring extra number so that it is cancel easily. Minus z is equal to y plus z or minus z. So here left hand side plus z and minus z will be cancelled. Right hand side plus z and minus z will be cancelled. So what will remain? X is equal to y. So the fifth question is x is equal to y. So is equal to x plus z is equal to y plus z. So what to be done with x is equal to y so that we get x plus z is equal to y plus z. So we will be adding a constant value both sides. So we will be adding z, adding z both sides. See, x plus z is equal to y plus z. So we have done addition, so it is additive property. Additive property. These questions are very much easy if you know the basics of these questions. Okay, the next question is, okay, 3x is equal to 3y, or the result is x is equal to y. So what should be done with this equation so that we get x is equal to y? So we will be removing 3 from both sides. Okay, we will remove or cancel 3 from both sides. Okay, for that we will divide both sides with a value, with a number, okay, so that we get x is equal to y. 3x over 3 is equal to 3y over 3. So 3 will be cancelled with 3 here. So here the 3 will be cancelled with this 3. So what remains? X is equal to y. So we have cancelled the value, so it is cancellation. Cancellation property.